we are.
Et voila.
We made it.
I actually made it back before we went live because I left my phone in the other room.
And I'm like, she's not in her chair. Oh no.
Because I thought I had everything, but I was doing some last minute. Hey Randy, I was doing some last minute like dishes and stuff, and I was like eggs in my Instant Pot for like week breakfasts, and
Sheila, hello Sheila.
I just completely forgot my phone in there, but I made it back in time. Hey Sheila. Well,
So how has everyone's week been? How was your week?
my week was a nightmare.
Oh
But
yeah.
it's just the time of year. It is what it is. But yesterday was good. I did not set an alarm yesterday, and therefore I was in bed for a very long time. But apparently I needed it. My cats did force me out of bed at like 7 in the morning so they could have food. But then I laid back down and was just lazy. But then I obviously had my live stream scheduled for yesterday to start going through the ephemera, which I wholly underestimated how long that would take. And we only got through 2 books full of 11. So I'm going to have to do that again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, especially because I missed it.
That's okay. You can rewatch
Which I'll go back and I'll go back and rewatch them. I'm like, but
I
I
did
missed
find
it.
some really cool things, and so I'm very excited to go through the rest. And yeah, that's about it. And then we went to dinner last night for a friend's birthday. Tried a new restaurant. It was pretty yummy. And that's about it. There were beverages involved, which is always delightful.
I was trying to pull up YouTube on my phone, but that's not going well either. So we're just gonna StreamYard. I'm not gonna.
That's all right. I mean, you can type in StreamYard.
Yeah, I like also seeing what's going on.
Yeah,
Great.
I'll bring it up on my phone so we'll have a live view of the chat, etc.
Yeah. That, and we got an idea of how much lag we're having, that kind of thing.
Oh, yeah.
But technology is not my friend today. So
Sheila, I was pulling Mamie cards. Let me tell you, I've got like a small stack.
Wild Mamie.
So we've discovered like there's some
Mamie. I remember
some risque postcards, and there was a lot more for Mamie than I remembered. Now some of them appear to be from friends and possibly family.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm trying to see if I can find out anything about the person. And like I did a search, just a preliminary Google search, and nothing has come up so far. I found somebody with her name.
She seemed a little wild for her time. Yeah.
A little wild. I appreciate that. But I found out somebody with her name that passed away in 2014, but they passed away at 90 years old, which means she wasn't born until 1924, which is after all these postcards. So it's a different Mamie.
Yeah.
So I'm still looking. Might have to go to Monessen, PA, and do some further digging.
All because of postcards. See what rabbit holes.
It's fun though. It's a fun. Like, and if I can't find anything about her, we'll just make up our own story. Yeah. Oh, Steph, I bought 11 large albums full of vintage and antique postcards, and while going through them, some have like more risque images and phrases on them, and they were all made out to this lady named Miss Mamie Boyd, and they're not all from the same guy. So we're now invested
Or
into Mamie.
what kind of life was Mamie leading?
Yeah, and the postcards, like I was looking at the dates once I started pulling them out. It's like 1909 to 1912. So she at least had a very lively correspondence, if nothing else. Well, it just got bright there. Did you turn a light on?
Mm-mm.
Oh,
No.
is it a cloud passed by?
It should. I don't know. I feel like it was my ring light and it just got bright.
Hey, Kathy.
Like, I might need to turn that down. Hello. Sorry. Yeah, I might need to turn that down a little.
But it's finally cooler here, so I can have coffee and not feel like I'm burning inside and outside. It's lovely.
Yeah. We get to see how, because last year, this time of year, we went back to Texas for the month of August. That was the worst time to go home. That was ridiculous.
That sounds hot.
It was bad. So this year I'm like, oh, I get to see what Colorado's like in August. Hello, Miss Heather.
Heather.
So far, I can already feel a little autumn at night. Like it just has that little tinge of impending.
Well, last night was the first time like it wasn't like ridiculously humid and still over 80 degrees after the sun went down. And I was like, yes, fall is coming. I don't care about winter. I want fall.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I'm ready for that.
We get plenty of winter.
A little bit ready for that.
I'm just ready for an excuse for spooky season to start as soon as possible.
I mean, I did want to make one trip up into the mountains while it was still like technically summer. So maybe I could stick my feet in like one of the mountain lakes and it'll be hot enough out that I could enjoy that.
So you have what, 2 weeks to do that?
2 weeks left to manage that. And then forget it. It's probably already starting to get really chilly up in the mountains. So,
well, if you're there like under like afternoon sun, it should still be okay.
It's getting my husband to have the time off to even drive into the mountains. This assignment, we haven't been able to do a lot of activities like we were last year. Not a lot of hiking or outdoor stuff like we were. I miss it. More time for antiquing, though.
Which is a blessing and a curse, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I did not go to we've been going to the flea market on Sunday mornings, but it just did not happen today, which is fine because it meant I could actually mow my yard during a temperature that wasn't oppressive.
Yeah, that's always good too.
Oh, it's not good. It's just required. Just need to put a fence up so nobody sees how tall my grass is.
Just privacy. It's like, y'all don't need to see my weeds.
You don't need to see this. These are natural. These are just wild plants. I'm just thinking of the bees. That's all.
I kind of like wild yards though, but I mean that's just me.
I do want to make a wildflower area, but I think I need a fence before that happens because my neighbors probably wouldn't like it, but they'll get over it.
I hope everyone else had a good week. Anybody do anything fun or exciting?
Had a good weekend. Well,
we can start
we could start.
You ready for the...
Shall we do the quick spiel?
Sure.
Everything you need to know is in the description box below. But I do like my... This is my flight attendant voice. So, should you... In case you haven't shopped with us before, Peg ships from Colorado. I ship from West Virginia. We both use PayPal and Pirate Ship. We also make use of repurposed packaging materials. However, we always make sure everything will get to you as safe as possible and as cheaply as possible because we make no money from shipping. But that's pretty much everything. We do everything as offer ups. There's no just in cases. That's just to help with the lag. And if only one person bids, it's basically a buy it now. So it is what it is. Did I miss anything?
Nope.
Okay.
That was the whole of the spiel, I believe.
I need more coffee after that.
All right. Let's change the layout. And I volunteer to go first.
Okay. She volunteers as tribute.
I am. All right. So today we're going to start with something I didn't show up last week, but he was here. I just didn't offer him up. I don't know why. I was so stuck on the squeakies that I didn't get the monkey out.
Hey, Genie. What is the monkey starting at?
The monkey is going to start at 15. I know. But he's got some condition issues.
Steph, yes, send me that info. Email me, Steph, please. Okay, sorry. What's he starting at?
15.
15?
Yeah, he needs cleaned. You can see he's very old. He is.
He
I'm
would
not
be
sure how old.
an amazing Halloween.
He could be, yes.
Part.
So, we'll see what happens today. Now, the condition issues are he's old. He has been very well loved. He has little smutses on his rubber parts. And of course, he could probably use a soak and some oxy in his stuffed parts. But I don't have a setup to like refurbish him. Otherwise, I really would. The best parts about him is everything is super intact. Like all his stitching, his ears, his hands and arms, his shoes and his
Oh my
feet.
God, his little shoes.
Everything is in. Yeah, he's got little kid booties. He needs cleaned and restored and loved. Like I know I've read or I've seen where you can like unstitch part of him and take all his stuffing out and like soak him in like an OxyClean or something of that nature.
Steph for 15.
See that, and you can clean them up. This what do you want to call it?
It's like his suspenders, kind of.
Suspender. This suspender is what I believe to be original and intact. I think this suspender must have been broken at some point and they replaced it with a different
material
and then tied or attached the bell to it. But you can see this because you can see the little string here.
Mm-hmm. Now, Cole Kitschy Flower here on YouTube, he refurbishes these things. So if you guys need like a tutorial or just to see how it's done, like check out his videos. They're like he's refurbed Rushtons and stuff, and it's really interesting to watch.
Yeah, and I don't know what the maker is. He doesn't have a tush tag or a marking or imprint or anything on him, but he could be a Rushton. He could be what were some of the others? I had a whole list and I can't think of them now.
Okay, Eileen for 20.
Oh, thank you, Eileen. But my my ex mother-in-law, when she saw him online, and she's in her mid-70s. Yeah, she's in her mid to late 70s now, and she said she had one of these as a
Thanks
child.
for letting us know stuff.
So I'm guessing from the 50s for the most part. That's what I think, based on how he's made. He does not have the banana in his hand like the Mr. I can't think of his name. Almost identical to this, but he always has the banana in his holding a banana in one hand, from what I've seen in all the pictures. But this one is also different colored than a lot. I don't typically see the blue and that pale yellow. All the other ones were definitely different stuffing and fur colors. So he's a little unique in that regard. Even the ones that look identical to him have different fur. I just see Eileen now. If anybody else is interested, hello, Shelly. They need to go 21 or higher. But I'm going to start counting down for Miss Eileen there. So we'll start 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and sold.
There's a significant lag there.
Yeah, I'm seeing that. There we go.
All right. Congrats, Eileen. He's cool, but I would absolutely do a haunted circus for Halloween with him. That would be.
I actually could have done that. I had several, like I have that pink elephant that's kind of crazy looking. Hello, yeah, I have several things that I could have made a kind of weird circus, but I'm glad he's going to a new home. And if you refurbish him, will you post pictures so we can see how he looks when he's done? Oh, good. I'm glad.
Yeah, I see. I like them showing their age. That's just me.
Well, but I feel like they get more life if they're kind of cleaned up a little bit.
If you do refurb them a bit, they might last another 50 years.
Yeah. Okay, Mr. Monkey, you can go over here now. No, I'm gonna have to put you down here. Okay. And I'll go with my next item is this two-tone wooden bird. His nice sort of enameled eyes. They're not glass, but I think they've been done with enamel paint. He has a mark on the bottom that says Bob and Carrie Wells, Tahiti.
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 Is that like a sandpiper?
Yeah, I think it is. And it's neat because it has that two-tone.
What's his start?
Oh, we will start him at 8. He has that beautiful two-tone wood and the way the stain is done. He's a cute little sandpiper. It's in great condition. I like the light color of the wood and then the dark color. And I believe he might be a myrtle wood based on his the wood grain. So I don't think that's teak. Oh, Good, I'm glad. I like knowing things arrive safely at their destination without damage. He is, let's see, at his tallest, just under 5 inches, and at his longest, he is almost 10 inches.
We got Christine D for 8.
Thank you, Christine. If anyone else is interested in the little sandpiper, you need to go 9 or higher. And we do have considerable lag, so I'm just going to go ahead and start counting down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and sold.
Yeah, it's at least 10 seconds.
Okay. We've got Christine D for $8, Bluebird. And now it's your turn.
Oh, thanks. Sorry.
There we go.
Mitzi is coming to investigate
Mitzi.
and join the party. I'll tilt her down so you can say hello to her. Say hello, ma'am. You want to say hello? Hello.
Hi, Mitzi.
Hi, Mitzi. Yes, it is. All right. Cat interlude is completed. Until Malcolm comes and then they fight. So we will enjoy the calm while it lasts. So my first item for today is this Wee Silver Crest by Fenton. It is not marked, so it is between the era of the 50s to the 70s. I did look this up. Now this is a mayo bowl. And originally would have had a little silver crest place that it sat on, plus a clear glass ladle for your mayo needs. Because, you know, in the 50s, mayo was everything. But
did you put starting in? I can put one.
A start is 13. It is in great condition. There's no chips or cracks. I did have to scrub it very thoroughly because wherever it was stored, there was lots of yellowing happening in all these little ruffles. So you can see there, it's the lovely milk glass. Now, you can use this for mayo, so should you so choose, but I think it would be a great base for assemblages. Not permanent ones, like ones that you could switch out. So, because, you know, the milk glass is good for all the things. So, yeah. Red, white, and blue. You could fill it with foliage and leaves for fall. I mean, easily stick a bottle brush tree in here, plus some other things, and ta-da, Christmas. You can also flip it upside down to make a little riser, but it's Fenton. It's classic. Would you be interested? Mitzi's just staring at me.
Mom, what are you doing?
Who are you talking to? Because that's ridiculous. But let me rub my hand over it one more time. Nope. Great shape. I love the silver crest. And I love milk glass, provided it's not hobnail. It's just not. I'm not a hobnail fan. Just not. I don't know why.
Don't let Jen hear you say that.
Well, Jen can have it. She should be happy.
We'll just ship it all to Jen.
I am not. I am not in any way competing for the hobnail. But I do love the silver crest, though. I just saw Becky had ebony crest, which I didn't know was a thing, and now I need it. You have a piece.
Speaking of black glass.
And West Virginia glass at that. But I don't see anybody needing a tiny bit of silver crest. So it's back to you, Beck.
All right. All right, I'm going to start this little guy at 6.
I'd be so worried about those teeth. You saw how I wrapped them because I was like, ooh.
I did. You wrapped them so well. I appreciate that. This is
starting at 6.
It is. It is that ceramic with the crushed melted glass in the. I don't know what this is called. It's some kind of crystalline or something like that, I believe. But this is a cute little Peapod. And then you can sit little things in here. I think it'd be cute to display marbles if you have like a marble collection and there's some that you want to, set out that are particularly cute. I think it would also, it has this hole here. And I thought almost for a moment, I'm like, are you supposed to hang it up? And I suppose you could hang it, and it does look neat like that. But it would also work.
You know what I would do with that?
As a modified
incense
burner.
I would put that on my charcuterie board and like have those little stuffed peppers or olives on it.
Mm-hmm. That's what I would do. But I like, there's a lot of things for these. I just think they're cool. This is some of the more modern ceramic stuff that I actually like because I like that crushed glass in the bottom of the.
It would be good for marbles. Unless you've lost them all like me.
Let's see if you can see that in there. Yeah, the big large shooters. I thought that would look really cute. If I had some, I would display them for you. Alas, all I have is incense.
Incense would work. You might need a little shorter one.
I did break off, the stem.
But
it usually doesn't start to drop until it's, like gotten down
a little further in.
I think it'll still catch it. Very cute. I don't see any interest though, so we'll move along. And guess what I have? We will start this one at 10.
A bluebird.
A bluebird.
Oh, happiness.
Oh, happiness, yes. It is signed. It has Leo Ward on the bottom, and it's 1993.
Kathy D says it's a she sells shells by the seashore design. Oh, that's the tea set she's talking about for Steph.
Oh, okay.
Because Steph sells stuff by the seashore.
Yes, she does.
Occasionally seashells.
Yes, occasionally. So he is one of the larger ones. He's pretty substantial.
He's a chunky boy.
He is chunky. He's tall too. Because mine, the one that I've kept, is kind of a thicker one like this, but he's not as tall. So this guy's got some height to him. He is just over 2.5 inches, which is, I think, a bit taller for the Bluebirds. And about 3.5 inches long. Cute little Bluebird of happiness. At a good starting price, if I do say so myself.
That's good.
And there are no chips or cracks. He's in really great condition. Now, I love finding these. I want to find more of the little bitty ones because I sold them, and then I was like, dang, I actually don't see those as much as I see the chunky ones.
I have that little tiny one, and it's only like an inch long, and I'm like, nope, it's mine. Sorry.
It's cute. Yeah. Okay. So that was item number 2. I'm not seeing any. So I'll go ahead and swap back to you.
As a box with things in it. So this is starting at 15. And my grandfather was an amazing woodworker. So when I see wooden pieces, I kind of have to buy it because I know the work that goes into them. But these are puzzling puzzles. And the company that makes these actually still exists. They're from Australia. But they are 3 logic puzzles. I love these. I'm not good at them, but I love them. And these all have their instructions in them. So there's this one. And it's got its key. There's this one, which of course looks like a Rubik's Cube, but is probably harder. Instructions for it are in there as well. And there's this one. Now, I imagine these are Australian woods, but there's not anything in here that tells you what kind of woods, but they are very pretty. This one's called Notched, I think. See, and it's got all the little instructions. But I think these would be a great gift if you know somebody who is, logical or illogical, as the case may be. Because it comes with this box even. So great.
It has a box.
It has a box.
What's in the box?
I'm a sucker for things in the original boxes. And I went and I looked on, and you can get a 3 set of their puzzles for $30. I was like, well, I'll cut that in half, and y'all are getting a good deal. But it's just very cool. Perfect Christmas gift. It's not too soon to think about that.
Mm-mm.
Not
Good
at all.
stocking stuffer, yeah.
Yeah, 3 different people. Ta-da!
And then you keep the box.
If you want to. I like that it has its little dividers. But nobody is interested. That's all right. Because I can gift this to people. So, back to you.
All right. I have a little little Mexican folk art doll. She's adorable. Look at her braids, but look at her face. She has one of those.
What's the doll starting at?
We are going to start her at 8. But she has like a Betty Boop face.
Mm-hmm.
Like the shape and everything. I think it's so cute. I don't know what her material is. It seems like a coated canvas.
Oh.
Right, you can see the texture. She's like the big chubby hands.
I like the details on her shirt. Little lace cuffs and everything.
So she's got these, her hair, whatever her hair is, this yarn is really soft. It's really nice. Um, she is carrying these bundles of straw. She has this really pretty scarf, and then the banding around her um, dress. And these are her feet. She's wearing these cute little sandals. Like these little handmade sandals. Aren't they adorable?
There's a lot of work in that.
Yeah, I just had to pick her up. She's, oh, and the best part.
Oh, she's got a baby.
She's got a baby. Her little scarf is holding a baby. And he's just a little guy with little fluffy hair.
Baby wearing is the thing these days, so she's on trend.
She is. But there's her chubby cheeks, her little Betty Boop shaped face, her little nose. She's got like a little bit of coloring, a little bit of blush to her cheeks. There seems to be a little blush on the hands. She's really well made. Her arms articulate a little bit. They do move a little, yeah. She's so cute. Last thing, and then we'll move on. She is just about 9.5 inches tall. She stands well on her own. She'd be cute to display. But we will go ahead and move on. And we'll do a little throwback to the 80s. And I will start this at 6. So some of the 80s stuff's coming back, but I like this because it is a bit timeless. Yeah, the color is that 80s mauve. But it has that nice Deco Nouveau kind of shape to it. Very simple design. This nice rounded base. That could be a sunrise or the moon set or whatever. And it is a little base. It's got this little opening. It does not have a maker's mark. I'm sure it had a sticker or something that is long gone. That has a sort of Hager-esque vibe. There are no chips or cracks. And it is just at 5.5 inches tall, and it goes out to about 6 inches wide. So not quite a circle, but a nice oval. And we will go ahead and move on. Go back to Miss Angela here.
So this is a choice starting at $30. So they're of the same era. So these are antique purses from around the 20s. But they're very different styles. Different ladies would have used these. So the first one is this fully beaded little handbag with this little nubbin at the bottom. The beading is in great shape. Now there's these little like points here, but that's just part of the design, and it is repeated all the way around. I just think that's darts to allow for you to stuff a little bit more stuff in the bottom. It is heavy. So these are definitely glass beads. It's got major weight to it. The fabric on the lining is in, I mean, expected condition. There's a little bit of fraying in some areas, but it's all intact. It's very clean. Now, the person I got this from didn't know what this inside and attached by the finest tiny chain is this little ring. And so once I got it, I started doing research. And so you would be out at the night of the town, you would put your stuff in there. And this was, oh, just wait for it, Heather. This was for security purposes. Because I thought, I was like, what do you attach your keys to it? What do you do with this? But what it was is it slipped down over the handle to keep it closed so nobody could snatch your valuables. So once you put your stuff in there, that's what it was for. So
That's cute.
Just in case you were wondering, that's what that's for. And I've seen it on some other purses. There was a lot of ones that had like a single handle, and then that would come down over. But that's what it's for your cut purses. So that's the first one. The second one is a German silver mesh purse. It does have its original chain handle. Now, German silver is not real silver, so don't melt this down because it's not going to be worth very much. But I love the detail on this, and the mesh itself is in great condition. It has all its little beads at the bottom, because a lot of times you'll find the frame and the mesh will be all gone. So there's the inside. Sorry, Heather. So, and it's got the kiss clasp. So starting at $30, your choice. You can have the fancy mesh bag or the very flashy flapper beaded bag. So
you said starting at 30?
Starting at 30. No, Steph. They did not. So we have these. I see Heather at 30. So there's just Heather. Go ahead and count it down. They're 15, Steph. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and sold. This one? Okay. So if somebody wants this one later, just let me know. And I'll put that to the side. Steph, did you want these? It's 15 for the 3. Just let me know. And back to bag.
All right. So I'm bringing back the Satin Bird again, but I'm going to drop the price to 10.
All right.
Okay. We've got stuff for the puzzles.
I
That's
gotcha.
cool. So this is an Ellie Smith satin glass Bluebird, and it's quite a substantial piece. It does have two small condition issues, and the seam, you can see the seam that runs down there. There is a doink, for lack of a better word. There's no material missing. It's not broken off. You can run your finger across it. It's smooth. It won't cut you. And then right here, you can see, yeah, just that little sliver off the tail. And it is just a sliver. There's not much material loss. And I think it's rather hard to see when it's being displayed. But I really like these Ellie Smith birds. I didn't even know Ellie Smith had done birds until I picked these up. And these were actually a really good find by Heather. We went to an estate sale. The bird does have a hollow base, but when you get up in here, the bird itself is solid.
Make for a little lighter shipping.
It is about 9 inches total across, and 7 3/4 at its tallest. We'll go ahead and set the Ellie Smith bird aside, and we'll leave that start up. And I have this crystal jar. I think it's crystal. It is marked Handmade Bohemia, Czechoslovakia. And it does have 2 stickers. It has this one and then the same one down inside. But I really like this. There are no chips or cracks. It's fairy lamp-esque. If it had a vent, it would almost be a fairy lamp. It's so cute. But you can put a little electric
We have the LED candles, you know.
Mm-hmm. You put that little tea light in.
A fairy lamp with those.
And I think it would be a spectacular fairy lamp. But I like this curvy shape in the pattern. So you have these bubbles and then this cross hatching.
Kind of looks like a hot air balloon to me.
Yeah, a little bit of a hot air balloon look, or if you wanted it almost like for an ocean theme, I think it would be cute because it could look like seaweed and bubbles coming up from below.
It would work for Easter too, though.
It has a lot of organic kind of feel to it. So, $10 for the check glass lidded container, little candy dish. If you want to be all traditional. It looks like it's 4.5 inches tall. And
that wouldn't hold enough candy.
It would be cute with some M&Ms in it. Who knows? You know, some color.
Well, I'm not gonna say it. Starburst jelly beans.
Or if you're, a jelly bean person, maybe.
I am only jelly bean person if it's made by Starburst. It's the only jelly beans worth eating.
All right, but I'm going to go ahead.
It's my unpopular opinion. Or not so unpopular.
Okay. Back to you, ma'am.
We have Treasure Craft.
What?
We have Treasure Craft.
I'm not buying things from you every week. We're just going to have to get that clear.
So this is just starting at $12 because I got an amazing deal on it.
Are you typing it in or you want me to type? You are. Never mind.
So it is the little shell dish by Treasure Craft, but it's the SeaWorld one. It's Treasure Craft for SeaWorld. It's got that amazing drippy glaze. The back is in great shape. I mean, you've got your normal wear that you would see. Somebody just set it down too hard. But the rest of the glaze in there is in really good condition. And there's your Treasure Craft, made in the USA. This is the first time I have come across Treasure Craft in the wild. And so I was like, yes. And I was just glad it was for a place that I actually knew what it was. So, And it's got a dolphin.
It's very cute.
Dolphin. So if you have, a nautical thing happening, or you just love that mid-century drippiness, this is perfect.
You're a fan of George the Antique Nomad, even.
Yes, George could tell you exactly when this was made. Mine doesn't have a date on it, so I can't even guess. I mean, I know 70s, this was very popular.
By your house?
Well, we have a SeaWorld, there's a SeaWorld in Florida, too.
SeaWorld in San Antonio, Texas.
Yeah, given where I live, this one probably came from Orlando. Because fewer people make it out to California from where I live than make it to Florida. But if you want it to be SeaWorld in California, it can be.
It can be any SeaWorld.
Any SeaWorld. All right. I don't see anybody needing it. I would.
I think it's cute.
I mean, there's no reason you can't use this with food, right?
For groups?
Crab dip.
Crab dip? I would do that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just have a seafood night. Use this. Oh, I have another thing that would work good for a seafood night. But I digress. Anyway, I don't see anybody who needs a SeaWorld Treasure Craft, and that is perfectly all right. We will go back to bed.
Yep. All right, so this is my last round, and then we'll probably do a little bit of a speed round, maybe. I don't know how speedy Angela can be.
I'm like the Flash. We won't even see it happen.
Oh, no, we'll see it happen. So this is a choice, and we'll start them.
You have to slow it down on YouTube versus speeding it
up. Anyway, these are scarves. Their choice. We'll start them at $7. $7 choice. This one.
Oh, I like that one.
I think this one is silk. Just by the feel of it, there are, I don't know if you can see those. Oh, right there.
Oh, on the leaf. There was tiny little.
Yes, I think they had staples or some dumb thing.
Or pinned it or something.
Yeah. But, if you're just using it, you're not going to see that. I believe It also has the nice rolled edges that we like to look for. And it has these beautiful carnations.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think those are carnations. And some other nice things in there. And it's sort of got an asymmetrical pattern on there, which I dig. So that's the navy blue one with the beautiful flowers. Kind of has an 80s, 90s vibe with that navy blue. And you can do the classic neck scarf thing. All the ladies in their hats with their little neck scarves. I love those. The next one, I don't know what the fabric is. I'm guessing polyester. I might be wrong. I think it has the rolled edges. But it's a long,
Very sheer.
skinny scarf, and it has this beautiful Art Nouveau pattern.
Yeah. It's
Oh, and
pretty.
it's signed. I didn't realize that. I don't know what the signature is, but there's a signature.
Burmer?
Possibly. And it's in pretty nice condition for its age. I think there's like one or two like little tiny, like that little spot right there. And then on the rest of it, I don't really see anything else. Maybe in this corner here by the name. It's like a little tiny.
Oh, that's an L. Wait, hold that back up. Move it.
You want me to flip it around so you can try to read it better?
There's definitely an L at the end. Burmel.
Or Mel? I think this is a fabulous scarf. It has fantastic color, that really beautiful green, and then the pink, the fuchsia, that little bit of purple. And that would definitely be a nice, you know.
Oh, head wrap. I can't do that. It won't stay on my head.
Yeah. I remember all us girls in the 80s with the scarves, trying to keep the scarves up in our hair like this.
I'd love to. But like
Yeah.
even though my hair is thick, like as soon as I put something like around my head, it just immediately starts to like creep backwards.
Okay. So I don't see any interest in the scarves. We can move on.
All right, my last item is my big one.
My final piece, and we're going to start this one at 12.
All right.
And it is Fenton. And it's the Lotus Bowl. Okay. Well, nobody bought it anyway.
Someone could have got a good deal.
And the light in here is not doing it any justice, but on my Instagram, you can see how red this is. But it is Fenton's version of an Amberina. It does glow. The base lights up like crazy.
I think Fenton called that color ruby.
Yeah. You can see a little bit where the cadmium is catching there. Now it's not in perfect condition, and I do think the Lotus is an older make. I
They
think Lotus
made it through a while. I see it more in the they make like little candlesticks holders that were black. They had the candle thing and little like feet.
Oh, okay. But there's a straw mark right here, and kind of a swirl thing here. There's light scratches on the inside of the bowl. Like this was well loved. I'll put it that way. It is. Oh, you have it in cobalt?
Yeah, I'm seeing early 1900s too.
Yeah, that's what the information I saw, but I don't have the older Fenton book. I ordered it, but it's not here yet.
I have an older Fenton, but it's focused on carnival glass,
Uh,
not
9
all
inches
patterns.
across. 9 inches across, and
I'm seeing 1930s,
yeah,
which would make sense.
I'm kind of feel like, yeah, I feel like that's. So this is 3¼ inches tall and 9 inches across.
Apparently, it had a stand.
It had a stand?
The bowl had a stand, and then a matching candlesticks.
$12 if anyone is interested.
It's one of those console sets that everybody loved.
Okay. And
okay, so my last item will start at $28. Tis Shawnee. It's this little planter wall pocket with the family of bluebirds. Now some of these, the paint jobs were horrible. Like looking at other comps.
versions.
Yeah, like this one had a good painter. Let's just leave it at that. There is a very slight tint of blue to the birds and the baby bird. This is just, I think, sticker residue here. Yeah, I can try and clean that off. But it's in great condition. There's no chippies or cracks. There is a little divot right here, but that was a manufacturer because it's glazed over. Yeah, it was very controlled. Like some of these, like everything was just red. But then there were others that had like gilding on it. So some people got real fancy painting it. And, you know, I guess it just depended on the day and the painter. But it's got that, you know, that spray Shawnee look.
Airbrushed.
I love her hat. Look at her little 1950s cap there. I love the little baby bird. And I love that you can choose to hang it or not. Because, I don't know, something about that hole just makes me nervous when trying to hang things like this. But feel free to screenshot and look. I got a good deal. You get a good deal. Trying to think what you could use this for outside of the obvious. You know what? You know what I would do? If I was having a cute lunch for people, say like a tea party, I would roll up the napkins right here and put my utensils on this side. That would be so cute.
That would be. Actually, I like that.
Oh, super cute. And it's very clean inside. I don't think anybody stuck a plant in this one. Because there's no dirt. somebody got this and promptly put it away. That's my last item for today.
All right.
Recap.
We can. If you want to, since you're already up there, if you want to go ahead and pop through your first couple things.
First item was this Fenton Silvercrest Mayo Bowl for $13. And then we have the Treasure Craft SeaWorld shell for $12. Sorry, ma'am. I moved Mitzi. And then y'all just saw the Shawnee. But then there is this antique purse for $30. It is weighty, but it is in fantastic condition for its age.
I like the little bobble on the bottom.
Yeah, well, and it's got its built-in anti-theft device.
Yes.
And now we all know what it is. And back to you.
All right. I had the little Peapod Dish. It is ceramic with the crackle glass finish in the bottom. It can be used for whatever you like, but it would make a decent incense burner. You could display marbles. You could display other small little ceramic things in here. That would be cute. You could hang it on the wall. And that one is $6. Let's see. I had the Bluebird of Happiness. Rather chunky boy. He's kind of tall. And that one was starting at 10. And I had the check glass. And I did not write that down. Why didn't I write that down? I don't know.
12.
12. Thank
No.
you.
It was the same as the bird. 10.
So that one was also 10. Yes. And I dropped the price on my satin glass Ellie Smith bird, also to 10. So we'll just a little 10 going on. And my cute little folk art and I believe I started her at 8. And then I have my 1980s mauve vase, and that was 6. And we're caught up. Let me pull you back over here. There we go.
Well,
So,
do you have anything coming up, Peg, that you want to talk about?
Okay, well, it was going to be delayed a week, but I'm going to do it this Tuesday. So, starting this Tuesday, I'm going to do a second sale a week. And it's 10 item Tuesday, and it'll just be me with the possibility of Miss Heather from Antique Agenda coming in and just hanging out with me so we can chat. But I'll be bringing the items. We'll do 10 items. It'll be 10 o'clock Mountain Time, noon Eastern Time on Tuesdays. 10 item Tuesday with Thrifty Hippie.
Should be in the office by then. Provided I'm not busy.
That has been postponed.
I don't know.
Unless you still want to go and we can just do it and make a day trip out of it. In which case, 10 Item Tuesday will start on the 9th of next month.
Tuesday. Stay tuned. Follow Peg on Instagram and you'll find out about it.
Yes.
Noon Eastern time. So that would be 9 a.m. your time stuff.
Yeah.
And tomorrow evening, you will find me on Heather, the Antique Agendas channel, for Brocante Bergamot.
Oh, sorry, Steph. It is on Tuesdays at 10 o'clock Mountain Time, which is noon Eastern.
She's in California, so 9 a.m. your time.
And 9 a.m. California time. Yeah. On Tuesdays. If me and Heather go to Colorado Springs, it won't start until the 9th. But if we don't, it'll be this Tuesday.
Yeah. But tomorrow evening, for Brocante and Bergamot, we will be on Heather of the Antique Agendas channel. She's there in the chat. We talk about all the things, basically all the things. Mainly, we talk about collections, vintage antiques. We throw in some history, just based on whatever strikes our fancy that week. And that's it. And then next Sunday, we will be on my channel, which we will have to go as fast as possible because my niece's birthday party is that day. So we'll have to do a speedy.
We can do a fast one.
We can do a speedy.
Like that we've shortened it down. It just runs a little over an hour now, Yeah. We're good.
Because they did not consult with me. But I was like, don't start it. They're like, oh, here's your invitation. It starts at 4. I was like, I have a thing at 4. But it's a pool party. I don't go in the sunlight, so I can be late. It's no big deal. Oh, yes, and we talk about decorating, too. We do all the things. It's just a fun way, like if you had a terrible Monday, to just hang out, chat, and enjoy the company. So.
Oh, yeah. And if you don't have your, what is it called? The history highlight? Mm-hmm. You did the Gibson Girls?
Yeah. This past week, I did Gibson Girls. I don't know what Heather's doing this week. Mm-hmm. Because.
But I was like, if you don't have a topic yet for your next round,
mm-hmm.
Since you did Gibson Girls, I thought Leidendecker Men would be great.
I don't know anything about those. No.
We'll talk after.
Well, I could do a dandy, though. We could do Beau Brummel. But anyway, so that is all for this Sunday matinee. Thanks so much to everybody for coming and hanging out. Yeah. You were lurking. We appreciate you no matter what. And if you haven't already.
Yep. Thumbs up. If you just came in and bounced out, thumbs up. Leave a comment. Go back and rewatch. All the things that help the channel. Yep. We want all the things.
And if you're watching this after the fact and you see something you needed, just email us and we will be happy to provide. So with that said, goodbye, everybody. Have a fantastic week.
Bye, guys.
See you tomorrow.
See you later, everyone.